Hey, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to break down how to firm up your arms if you are over 40 or 50 like me. So this is a question I get asked a lot by the women that come into my med spa or into my programs. How do they firm up their arms? Because they feel like they've been trying everything and their arms are still crepey, or they have cellulite, or when they wave, they're just really wiggly and they hate it. And it's something that really challenges a lot of women as they age. So today I'm going to break down everything that really worked for me to help me have better arms now at 51 than I did when I was in my 40s, and what I see a lot of women doing wrong so that you can maybe change these things and get better results. So if you don't know, I'm a mom of three. I own two businesses. I've owned a med spa for over 20 years. So I'm really into treatments that help firm the skin, get rid of cellulite, as well as firm up the body. I have another business called Firm Over 40, where I help women age with confidence and strength to really change their body as they age, to really firm up. So if you are working out at home, you don't need a lot of equipment. So I'm going to show you what I think you can change your arms with, your body with not a lot of equipment. So I use this band. I love it because it's super versatile, because you can use it for the whole body, and it's basically all different weights in one, because you can double it and it increases the intensity. So I don't have to stock and carry with me like a bunch of different bands. Like when I travel or when I'm here at work, I just have one band. So it just makes it easier and actually a lot faster than having to like switch out the bands and to know like which one to use. And also, these slide discs are really good if you're going to be working out at home. You don't have to have heavy weights. So at work, I don't have a lot of stuff, and that's why I'm filming the video here, because I want to show you what you can do if you don't have a lot of equipment and still change your body. So at work, I literally only have one 5-pound dumbbell. But if you have this equipment, you can definitely start changing your body. So I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can do with just like limited equipment. But before I show you some workout ideas, I just want to like kind of get into your head to not only do bicep curls or not only do biceps and triceps. The biggest thing that helped me move the needle in changing my arms, and I've been skinny fat like my whole life, and my arms were always my trouble spot, and now they're like one of my favorite body parts, is not just training your arms. So I do a lot of shoulder training. I will train a body part that I really want to work on or change 3 times a week, and I will do 10-minute workouts. So I either do 2 10-minute workouts or a 20-minute workout. And I don't just do arms. So I do a lot of shoulders and I do a lot of back. And then one day a week, I will go to the gym and I will use equipment that I don't have at home, or heavier weights that I don't have at home. I love the assisted pull-up machine, because it works your whole back. And if you think about it, your back is like it's a giant muscle. So the more you can build that muscle, the more efficient your body is going to be at burning fat and being able to tone and have that leaner look that you're looking for. So you definitely, when you're at home or working out, if you have a little 5 minutes at work or 10 minutes at home, whatever, you want to train shoulders, arms, and your back, okay? Not just your arms. So I'm gonna give you some ideas with this equipment so you can get started. Okay, so starting with the band, I like to do a lot of shoulder work, because I feel like the more you build your shoulders, it's just gonna make your arm look better. So if you have the band, then you can sit or stand. So depending, this band is really strong. So if you were going to do 2 overhead presses, I like to do overhead press. So you would do overhead presses, okay? Then you would do the other side, overhead press. So I like to do 10 of these. And then I will do 10 lateral raises. But these you can do probably standing, depending on your level of strength. So 10, or obviously you could do 1 and 1. 10 total. Then you would do upright rows again for 10. And then you can do rows. So rows for working the back. So you can do for working the back, I like to make it more challenging. So I'll put my feet wider and over a little, and then really do a row. I actually do this obviously sitting as well. So I just noticed that the video didn't record the back part of me on the floor at work. For back, put the whatever band you have. The wider your legs, like the harder it is. So again, you're gonna work low like this. Then I pull kind of a little bit higher. And then I would pull this way. And then you can cross over. You can do little pulses. And you can add weight and do rows and increase the weight. Now for the discs. The discs start in a plank. You can be up on your toes, or you can do down on your knees, but you would do reaching forward. This is really hard. It challenges your whole body.
or in a plank, you can do circles like this. Again, works your whole body.
It's a good way to work your arms without doing actual bicep curls, kickbacks, and it works your whole body, you know, your core, your back, everything. So I like to wrap the weight around the band. So this is how you can do like a drop set. I'm big on drop sets. So at home, I will start with heavier. I'll do a warm up set and then I'll start with heavy weight and go down. So I do 4 total sets. But here I would do my first set. Say we're doing side lateral raises. Okay, so this would be my heaviest set, right? And then I would go either to doing it with the weight, another 10, and then doing it with the band. So back to back, 10 of each. So another thing that helps to build muscle is to say change the tempo or the time under tension. For instance, you could do the same thing if your favorite bicep curls that you love, right? So you can change the angle that you're doing the bicep curl and bring it further out, and it's just putting different tension on the muscle and just going at a slower rate, or wrap it around the band, right? It's going to make it so much more challenging. So when I have it wrapped around the band, I can't even put it out. It's too heavy for me. Then we would do the bicep curls, and it's just more challenging than just using 5 pounds or just using a band. Even make it harder by shortening the length of the band. You can do this sitting as well. That is going to help you to get rid of cellulite, target your arm in all different areas, and also when you're working your back, it's going to help you just burn fat. So I don't do a lot of tricep work, but you could also do that the same exact way if you wanted to do tricep kickbacks and then do them alone, right? And then you could do them with the band. But honestly, I never train my triceps. Sometimes I'll do like little pulses like this, but I really rarely do it. I focus on my shoulder, all front, side, back, the whole shoulder, and then, you know, biceps after I do shoulders. So it makes it more challenging because your arm's getting a little tired. And then I'll do a lot of back workouts, and especially Sunday at the gym, I do a lot of back stuff. So I'll insert a video of things I do at the gym as well. Now, speaking about nutrition, I also noticed the biggest changes in my body when I started to increase my protein. So I used to be a vegetarian and I was skinny fat, so I wasn't really doing it right, I guess. I was just eating too many carbs. Too many carbs for me. Everybody's completely different. This is what worked for me and a lot of the women that I work with. But when you increase your protein, and you have to really track to know how much protein you're getting, because you think you're eating a lot of protein, but when you really break it down, when I break it down for the women I work with, it's not a lot of protein. It's basically half of what they should be taking in a day. So that really helped me to build muscle. It's just harder to build muscle as you get older. So unfortunately, you need more protein in order to do that. You can also take essential amino acids or EAAs to boost the protein content of the meals that you're eating. So that's like a good way to, you know, hack your way to getting more protein. So I aim for 30 to 50 grams per meal, and I eat 3 meals a day. And then I aim for around 20 to 30 grams of protein for my snacks. So I'm aiming for 150 to 180 grams of protein. Right now, I'm trying to build more muscle in my lower body because I had an injury. I wasn't able to train my lower body. So I'm doing a whole follow my journey in getting rid of the cellulite on my knees for the second time. So if you want to follow that journey, there's a free guide down below. Get more cellulite because you had to stop working out because you got sick or have an injury like I did. I'm journaling that and doing a follow my journey of what I'm doing specifically with my diet and my exercises for my knees to firm up my knees again. So protein is huge. So I'm aiming for 150 to 180, but most women, I just say try to get to 100 to 120. If that's not working for you, then just keep trying to bump it up to help you build more muscle. I definitely increased my fiber. Fiber is really important as you get older. So I'm trying to get 25 to 45 grams of fiber. I'm trying to get in like a pound of vegetables a day. Nutrition is really, really vital. They always say like abs are made in the kitchen, but I feel like arms also are made in the kitchen. So you can't just keep eating the way you're eating and then do these workouts and expect to change. Diet is such a big part of it. For my mindset, never told myself I couldn't eat something. I just said, okay, I have to eat my protein first. And then if I want to have like whatever, the chip or the ice cream, then I can have it later. But I needed to hit my protein goals first. So I didn't feel like mentally I just couldn't have something. So that really helps, I think, for me when I'm not telling myself I can't have whatever it is. I'm also a big fan of carb cycling. So I'll change my carbs throughout the week based on my activity levels and just how I'm feeling as well. And I also calorie cycle. So I don't really track my calories, but I kind of have a vague idea because I tracked calories my whole life. That was part of the problem. But I will like alter my diet so that I have like higher calorie days, lower calorie days. I just think it keeps your body from just having plateaus. Like it's just constantly challenging your body, but little thing that could help you if you are struggling with plateaus or getting results. Now let's talk about what you can do topically for your skin to really help with the crepiness and the cellulite. So I did this for my knees and it worked really well. I did a whole video on that so you can see that my original video of how I was able to really transform my knees. They were getting really cellulite and crepey and it was driving me crazy. So when I was doing my knees, I also did the same regimen on my belly and my arm. The number one thing is you have to be consistent in doing this. So I feel like the skin part is really vital in having you have really, really good results. So I've spoke about this in other videos. I really like these stampers. So they go from 0 all the way up to like 3 millimeters. So you cannot get this on Amazon. You can only get the ones that are 0.25, and those are really just for product penetration. What we're trying to do here is really stimulate new collagen by creating like a micro injury in the skin. Your body's like, I have an injury, I'm going to go form new collagen and tighten the skin. So this, you will have to message me down below and I'll give you links of where to get it. I'm not affiliated with it at all, but like it's illegal to sell these on Amazon because it's considered a medical device. But I love these because it's just like you can use it everywhere, face, body, anywhere, because it's adjustable. Otherwise, you're going to have different rollers. So for the body, 2 or 3 millimeters. Ideally, for the face, you would want like 0.5 to 1 millimeter. So instead of stocking all these different roller sizes, just get a stamper. It's just so much easier. So every single week, I would do this no matter what. It was like built into my home care. I was just determined to get results. So every single week, for my arms and my legs, I would put it all the way to the 3 millimeters, stamp, on clean skin. You would stamp the problem area, stamp, 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 and then I would apply either nothing or I would apply a mask concoction of this GSH complex. I also take this internally. Right now, I'm actually taking more of it to help accelerate fat loss in my cellulite journey on my knees. But I would take like a scoop of this and then you mix it with water and you drink it like once or twice, 3 times a day, depending on what your goals are. But for your face, I already mixed some up. You would just, or for your face, you could use this anywhere. And why I like it is there's no additives in it. It's very pure. So after stamping or microneedling, it's very safe. But you would take, a little amount like this, and then you would mix it ideally with the UNV water booster. So I get this UNV, and then I usually put like a half a capful of this into a bottle of water like this, and then I would drink this like throughout the day. It just makes your water more hydrating for your body. So if you're bad at drinking water, it's an amazing hack. But then I would also take this. So this is the one I use for my facial. So I dilute it down and then I add it to like a mister, and you can mist it on your face before you're applying products or on your body before you're applying products. It helps the products just penetrate in better. So you're going to do like your stamping, rolling, whatever. Then you're going to make your little mask. So it should be like a watery consistency. And then you're just going to, mix it. And then you're going to just apply it on. So it'll be like this consistency, very watery. So then you're just going to apply it on after you stamp your body, and then you can sleep with it. It's very calming. It's regenerative. So you can use it anywhere. I use it on my face as well, on my neck, on my hands, on my chest, like everywhere. And just, you could sleep with it. It'll dry. And then you just want to rinse it off with warm water. After I rinsed it with warm water, then I always use my Fermi gel. This is the giant size, but I sell like a smaller one. I'll insert a picture. So I would apply this always morning and night. I keep this on my counter so I remember to always apply it. Then I would sometimes do a treatment with my booty booster. So you can use this anywhere on the body for firming, and you can use this as an at-home, like a body wrap as well. So I would use these because they give an immediate firming to the skin and they're gel consistency. So since they're a gel consistency, you can use it with your home devices. So I would use tools like this over the gel, and then I keep wetting it to when the product penetrates in, I'll just rehydrate it with water instead of using more product and wasting it. Then add more water and then do the firming. But I recently started using this device instead because it has just more features that I like. So I usually use it on the highest. So it has heat, it has the light, and it has vibration. So the vibration is just also good and adds like a more of a massage component to help with any like lymphatic drainage. So I like that. And it has like a, it's just, I finding I like this better than that. Started doing gua sha too. I used to use a ceramic thing, and I just recently switched to this one. It's called the Chinese Meridian Comb, which I use in my facials a lot for head and scalp stimulation, to stimulate hair growth and for blood flow. And I was just like looking for something different to try than my ceramic one that I was using. Was this one. I used this pretty frequently because it has the ridges and all different ridges, but I wanted something like to go even deeper than these ridges. So I was like, let me try this. And I've been loving this. I see immediate firming with this, and it feels really good. So I started incorporating this, and I actually think this even works better than the ceramic one. And I at night would put like the firming gel on and then go over. Actually, sometimes I have an extra one, like, and I sleep with my son a lot, and I keep it in there, and I just I just do my body before bed. But sometimes it actually is like stimulating and it prevents me from sleeping. So I'm kind of playing with that. But I like just having it next to the bed and then just like do it when I'm listening to YouTube or to audiobooks or something. I do my knees and my arms. So it's like a multitasking type of self-care. So those are the things that help me the most topically. And the key is to be consistent. So stamping, microneedling once a week, apply the mask or not. I feel like this just helps in accelerating more healing of the body faster. And then I like skin firming products because they also make the skin just look healthier and more firm. So anyway, comment down below other areas of the body you're struggling with. If you're struggling with your knees, cellulite, crepey skin, then follow my journey that I just started. I'm starting week 2 now of kind of how I'm changing my diet. I'm doing specifically as for workouts. There's a free guide down below. When you get the free guide, you'll get enrolled in my weekly email where I give you really specific of what I'm eating specifically and what workouts I'm doing, what exercises I'm doing specifically. So if you're interested, then click the link below, comment down below anything you're struggling with. I hope you like this, and check out some of my other videos if you're struggling with changing your body. If you want to work with me one-on-one, there's a link below as well to set up a call, and I'll see you in the next one.